All right. We are back, baby. We are back fresh off a sweep. We took care of the trash Royals. You know, we had to take off the trash. But the ace, man. How you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, man? How you doing after this crazy week full of ups and downs?
Yeah, the week started bad. The week started bad, but it 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 ended good.
Yeah.
Which we all didn't expect to get swept by the Angels. I didn't. I know you didn't. And last stream or last show, we saw the Rockies, we saw the Angels and the Royals, and we both says, okay, let's go 8-1. Let's go 8-1. It's gonna be hard to sweep every team, of course, but we could do it. What do we finish off by? 4-5. 4-5, bro. Come on, man. So let me get your thoughts on the Angel series. We already got Eric backstage. I'll bring him up in a second, but before we get to the Royals, what happened with the Angels?
Same problem that we always tend to have. Our bats were non-existent. This team just, the good thing about the Angel series, we held Ohtani to only one home run, which, he at that point he was on pace to kind of pass Judge, but we held him to one home run. But if you look at the line, it's like 3 runs, 1 run, 3 runs. So we couldn't score over 3 runs in that series. The bats continued to be the problem going into the Angels series, and we just got outplayed by a bad team. They didn't even have Mike Trout, and we got outplayed. You know what I'm saying? The pitching did good enough to win, but 4 runs shouldn't be the end of the game. Even 5 runs, you should be able to get past that. But the hitting continued to be the problem. Now, did it get better in this last series? I think, we got more collective hits and more timely hits, but it's just, this team has to be able to hit consistently. And this was a series that we should have won against a bad team. Like, it was like we talked about, it was a stretch where we could have caught up. Look at what the Orioles did. We could have used these last 3 series to kind of catch up, but instead we were below 500. You know what I'm saying, throughout this entire stretch. So we didn't move up really at all.
Yeah. We are right now a game and a half behind the Blue Jays for the 3rd wild card spot. And I think they're losing right now, by the way, to the Mariners.
And we better hope the Mets beat Boston. Aaron.
Yep. Yeah, please, Mets, take care of Boston for us. You did the first game. You fell short game 2. But it was a very painful series, the Angels ones. First of all, because we had to stay up later. I mean, you and I, we're on the East Coast. We had to stay up late for that trash. I mean, the game 1, we had it in the graphs, man. We were up 3-1, bottom of the 7th, and just that Michael King fastball right over the plate, and Ohtani just destroyed it, bro. And that just kind of, we went to extra innings, back-to-back games doing that, and then back-to-back games taking an L. But it was painful, man.
They played with fire, and, they got burned.
And we struck out 42 times in that series. Like, that's
crazy.
Unheard of, man. Like, and they showed the pitchers that we've been against, like Tyone, Chase Silseth, Sandoval, all these Austin Gomber from the Rockies. All these pitchers are not Justin Verlander. They're not, Sandy Koufax, as I kept saying, Roger Clemens. These guys are below average, man. And they looked like Cy Youngs against us in those series.
Yeah, we made them look good, which is a problem that we had, that we've been having this entire season. We're making these average-ass pitchers just look good. Luckily, this series, we were able to get the bats going, especially in today's game. But, yeah, it's like the Yankee bats just need more consistency. Hopefully, some help is on the way with not just the trade deadline, but hopefully with Aaron Judge returning.
Yeah, him and Jonathan Loaizaga took live batting practice today. I think Loaizaga threw 16 pitches. He fouled 5 of them off. I mean, he looked good. He looked good. They showed the video during the game today. He wasn't, grimacing in pain. He looked kind of like routine out there. So that's great news. Still don't know when he'll be back. There's no timetable for that. But I mean,
what does your heart? What does your heart tell you? What does your head tell you when he'll be back?
My heart is saying I was saying mid-August. I say 2 more weeks because they want to ramp him up. They want his endurance to get back to where it was, and I don't think they'll give him a rehab start because he's just that kind of player. I'm sure they just want more simulated games. We saw him running the bases. Video footage of that dropped. So they're ramping up his rehab, and it's just the pain tolerance level because Judge came out and said that he's not gonna be 100% when he comes back, and he knows it. He's just got to battle through that pain, and people need to understand this probably won't be the MVP Aaron Judge when he comes back. I mean, hopefully it is, but we got to be realistic. It might not be because he's going to be 75%, which is I'll take a 75% Aaron Judge
over what we have
any
now.
day. Yeah, any freaking day of the week. When do you think he'll be back?
I hope he comes back before your series. You know what I'm saying? So you can see Aaron Judge. I hope he comes back by this weekend. That'd be nice. Realistically, I keep telling people maybe about another week or two. You know what I'm saying? Which by then, we've got a tough part of the schedule. Like we had our easy part of the schedule was after the All-Star break, and like we talked about 8-1 or 7-2, which was an opportunity to kind of catch up. Instead, we couldn't take advantage, but it's definitely a Yankee thing to do that. Watch us come out and play well against like the Mets and the Orioles, and then that would be frustrating as well because it's like that'll be frustrating as well because it's like where is this consistency at all weekend? I mean all year. You know what I'm saying? Like finally, Rizzo started getting going today. Which I know I was excited about that home run. I know you were as well.
Oh my gosh, bro! That felt like weight was lifted off every Yankee fan there was,
and him too.
Oh my god! You saw it was the funniest part was the dugout. He was over there tapping everybody, and then they all came over with the water and stuff. And, but it was so like I don't know what it was, but like seeing him finally get that home run, man, it was like a just joy, came through all the Yankee fans. It seemed like because it was such a long overdue. 45 games of no homers for Anthony Rizzo. That's insane, bro.
Then he went 4 for 4 today. So
yeah, he
first time since 2009. This is 2019.
Yeah, August 4th, 2019 was the last time he had a 4-hit game. What's up, Robbie? What's going on, everybody in the chat, man? Let's bring up Eric. Let's see what he has to say. What's up, Eric? He's on the phone.
Oh, how you doing, Max?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing all right. So, right now I believe we're tied with Toronto 2-2 out here. But yeah, we're really helping you guys out a lot.
Yeah, Eric's a Mariners fan. I forgot about that. Eric, tell your Mariners to get the job done.
I think we're going to be able to do. I think we're going to do okay, but I don't know if we're going to get it exactly finished today or not. But I tell you, this series we've really been helping out the Yankees a lot.
You said it's 2-2 right now?
Yeah, it's 2-2 in the bottom of the 5th.
So they caught back up to him.
Hey, but the Orioles definitely helped us out, though.
Yeah, dude, the Orioles are just on another level right now, bro. Eric, what did you see in the Yankees this past Royal Series?
Yeah, I was watching Pete Diminetti this weekend, and he's pretty happy about it, but he wants. I mean, it's not. But yesterday and Friday were not really best of games. Today looked like it was a good game because at least they were distancing themselves from Kansas City. Yep.
Yeah. Like we were talking about, the Royals never quit. They were fighting every single game this series, which the Ace and I, we both said we wanted a sweep. We got it, but the Royals didn't. They're not. See, I think it's the difference between the Royals and the Oakland A's. They have no quit in them. Like the Royals was actually battling with us,
mm-hmm.
but thank God we got the sweep, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Ron Marinaccio, that was a little scary today.
But that's why you get insurance runs.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
He got Rizzo hit a home run today.
Yeah, Rizzo hit a home run.
Oh,
Finally,
man, it's been a long time waiting for him.
oh, my gosh. But
It's been a
was
long time.
May 20th, 45 games, no home runs.
Wow.
Yeah. But all right, Eric, thanks for calling in, buddy.
No problem.
Yeah, but so throughout the week I jotted down some notes for you, and I wanted to play a little game with you. But first we have one of the best callers we have. You know this man. Tyler is backstage. He's calling in. What is going on, my guy, Tyler?
What's going on, guys? I mean, finally we have some sort of positives to talk about finally.
Yeah, well, the week didn't start off hot. You know, seeing us get swept is just so, painful to watch. But
yeah,
we took care of the team that we should have took care of in the Royals. So before we get on the Royals, Tyler, give us your thoughts on the Angels series real quick.
I mean, the Angels series, I mean, it's pretty much the same issues that's been going on with our team for a while. It's the inconsistency on offense. Like, we had a combined 7 total runs in 3 games against that team, with people starting for the Angels with ERAs that are pretty bad. I mean, it's just a common theme of our team where we can't hit pitchers with bad ERAs. We've seen it with the guy from the Rockies. We've seen it with Jameson Taillon. We've just seen it with multiple people. So, like, going to this Royals series, I mean, you want the offense to start performing more consistent, just like they did this series. So they need to put more performances just like they did today, and hopefully, because I mean, we have a really tough schedule coming up here. So
yeah, we do.
The bats really need to get going.
Yeah. So we have the Mets, we have Baltimore, and then we have the Rays right after Baltimore.
Yep.
And then Houston right after that.
Then Houston after that. Then we get a little bit of a break with the White Sox, even though they played us tough. And then, they beat us. Our next, I'm not going to say easy game is because the Yankees don't make anything easy. You know what I'm saying? But our next, because we're going against, like you said, Astros, White Sox. Then we're going against the Marlins, who have been playing well this year. Then we go against Atlanta. And then after that, I think we are going against who's the team that we're going against next after that? I forgot. I'm about to bring it up.
Yeah, man.
But our schedule's tough.
Yeah,
that's
a grueling
schedule right there.
That's a grueling schedule, man.
Yeah, and the thing that sucks the most is we just had our easy part of the schedule and we went under 500.
Yep.
Okay, so Rays, Houston, after the Rays, Houston, White Sox, Marlins, Braves, Boston, who plays us tough. We don't have our next easy game, which nothing's easy for us until we play the Nationals in the middle of next month.
Oh yeah, that won't be easy.
Yeah. Then we go against Tampa again. So
yeah, Jesus. But Tyler, it was the series against the Royals, like you said, it's something positive that we can go off of. And everybody's like, chill out. You're like all weekend on the streams, chill out. You're playing the Royals. No, this is what Yankee fans have been waiting for, is offense consistency. And Gleyber Torres, everyone's talking about what do we do with Gleyber. Do you want to, Tyler? I'm asking you right now. Would you trade Gleyber Torres?
Right now, absolutely not. He's been by far our best hitter.
Player of the week.
Yeah, player of the week. 13-game hit streak. He's batting 380 something in that 13-game span. Like, I get it. I understand people saying, yeah, we should trade him because he's going to be worth. I mean, his value is going up. We talked about the second base position in baseball. It's not really, it's lackluster. You got Altuve, you have Andres Jimenez, Ozzy Albies. I mean, I'm trying to think of more, but you don't have a star-studded field for second baseman. Gleyber Torres is probably a top 5 second baseman in this league. He didn't make the All-Star game, which they said he should have, but
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it's not smart to trade the guy that's getting on base the most consistently. especially
our
for
best hitter right now.
Yeah, and he left today's game with hip tightness. That's not news we wanted to see, but for right now, they're saying no testing is scheduled for tomorrow. So hopefully they took him out for precautionary measurements. But who was your this series against the Royals, Tyler? Who was your player of the game, like player of the series?
Player of the series. I know Billy McKinney came up huge in a few spots. He had the big 3-run homer. Then he also had an awesome catch at the wall as well. So he's definitely one I could say. I only got to watch one full game actually live, so I didn't get to really watch it in real time. But for me, I think it would be Billy McKinney.
Yeah, and he had a nice sliding catch in the alley as well. So that was all.
Dude.
That was all from one game.
Yeah, I think that was game 2.
Yeah, Bill McKinney won us one of those games.
Oh my gosh! I was like, "Is this Bader out here?" Because those 2 catches, man, that could have turned the game around. Like,
not just that. How about that play by Anthony Volpe on Friday to seal the game?
oh my gosh!
I was
I
listening
saw
to
that
it when
one.
it happened. And then as soon as it was a big situation, I turned it on because I wasn't streaming on Friday. And to watch him slide to his right and while sliding, throw it to LeMahieu and get him out to end the game. He saved the game for us.
Oh yeah, and this guy right here in the chat, Fabian, loved it. He loves seeing Volpe.
Oh, Fabian's a big Volpe guy. We're gonna send him a Volpe jersey.
I want Fabian to win a giveaway so I can just gift him a Volpe jersey.
There we go.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it was also nice to see. It's good to see Peraza and Ben Rortvedt up here. I hope Rortvedt gets more time at catcher than Higgy. He definitely deserves it. I mean, Rortvedt and Peraza should be everyday players at this point. I mean, if you're going to bring people up from the minors, they need to be playing every day. So hoping to see Rortvedt getting going. And just like Volpe, I mean, I know Peraza has struggled the past few games of getting to the ball. But it's just a patient game, just like we are doing with Anthony Volpe. So just got to be patient with them. And I'm sure Peraza will have one of those stretches just like Volpe had like a couple weeks ago where he goes on a big hot streak and gets that batting average up and stuff, gets a lot of hits. And, got to hope for the best in this tough schedule coming up.
Hold on. Fabian said, got to give Boone his flowers. For what, Fabian?
I ain't giving Boone credit for anything.
For what?
Hey, you can one move that happened, and he Pettit.
Oh yeah. Yep.
He's now the advisor to Aaron Boone, and I guess Aaron Boone was the man who pitched for it because he wanted Pettit to be back in the organization. So I mean, that's a very, very interesting move, especially mid-season like that.
Yeah. Since we're on the Boone topic, can he just let Garrett Cole pitch?
Yeah.
Like, why are you taking him out with less than 100 pitches? Like, it's like Aaron Boone is like, okay, I know that Cole can throw 115 to 120, but I'm just so ready to get into the bullpen. I'm like, dude, like, let him go.
Yeah. No, that was very questionable. I know you were. I think were you streaming that game?
It was Saturday.
Yeah. So you were
I
streaming, but you were in and out of my stream, and I was saying the same thing, bro. I was like, dude, this guy, he should be pitching 120 pitches. I don't care. He's that good.
Yep.
He's that good.
Especially when we have as many days off as we do. He's going to get a day off tomorrow. Like, let him pitch 120 if he has to.
Yeah. I mean, Severino looked good. Gave up that 2-run homer late. That sucked. Sucked to see him give that up. But back-to-back outings now. He pitched well game 1 against the Angels. He was in line for the win against the Angels, but we blew it. And then today, another almost quality start. You have to pitch 6 innings. He pitched 5.2. But thoughts on Severino, Tyler?
I thought Severino looked pretty good. Other than the 2-run home, I honestly thought Boone was going to take him out after 5 innings. I didn't necessarily agree with keeping him in for the 6th. But his velocity was definitely up there. It seemed like there was a lot of life on his fastball, and he was getting people to chase it outside the zone at times. So I definitely like to see him from that. I mean, he obviously showed that emotion on the mound too when he got out of that jam early in the game.
Yeah.
So good to see that. But overall, yeah, I thought he looked better against the Angels. But if Severino can keep putting together these starts where he goes maybe 5 or 6 solid innings, I mean, maybe he has a chance of staying on this team. Doubt it, but always a possibility. And hopefully Cortez comes back into the rotation pretty soon.
Yeah, Cortez pitched a rehab game today for Somerset AA. He pitched 2.1 innings, 4 hits allowed, one run allowed, and 4 strikeouts, 42 pitches. So that's pretty good. I mean, he still can't get off the IL until August 4th, but he's making his way back. We're slowly getting healthy, man. We got Bowers back, Greg Allen back. Bowers had a good game today. Still, he messed up in the field, dropped a routine fly ball.
I heard you on that. Did you think that was a drop? I thought that was a tough play. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Because he was going back and he had to jump up, not really knowing where the wall was. They didn't give him an error though. They called him a double.
Well, the thing is, it hit his glove, and you know, a regular everyday outfielder, they could catch that ball. I think.
Yeah.
You know,
I gave him a little more credit. I gave him a little credit for that because I was like, he's going back. You know what I'm saying? Looking towards the wall a little bit, jumps up, but yeah, it hit him in the glove. But I gave him a little bit of credit.
Yeah. All right, Tyler. Last thoughts. We got Steven backstage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't got a lot more. I guess the only thing I honestly don't like how the Yankees have 2 off days this week. I mean, I get the day off tomorrow, but the day off between the game Wednesday and then having to go to Baltimore. I mean, I would just play in Baltimore the next day, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, the only credit I'll give to Boone is not putting Nick Ramirez in the 9th, even though Marinaccio let up 2 homers. So
yeah, thank God. But it seems like every time we play the Mets, they have the day before and the day after off.
Yeah, it's always like that. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
It's only a 2-game series. Like,
yeah, the Mets start a 4-game series right after us. But me personally, I'm okay with it because the more days we get off without, it buys time for Aaron Judge to come back. So I'm actually okay with it.
Yeah. All right, Tyler. I appreciate you calling, buddy.
All right. See you guys. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, man. Peace. Yeah. Well, that is a good point about the Judge thing. It's just weird. I don't know why they always do that, though. They take the day before and the day after off, and they don't go nowhere. I mean,
yeah,
even if it's in, they're in New York, regardless. Let's bring up Steve. How you doing, Steve?
Good, guys. How you doing?
Good, man.
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me. Worried about Judge coming back. I think that injury is a very tricky injury. And maybe they should be a little bit more cautious. And I know it sounds crazy, but just take the rest of the year off. They're not winning the World Series this year, and they got to protect an investment that they have in this guy. They got 8 more years on his contract after this. So why fool around?
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. You don't want chronic, pain, but I don't know, man. I feel like this team that you can't quit on the team. You can't quit on the year if you're that close to a playoff spot. That's the thing with this team, and I'm pretty sure Judge is also itching to get back as well.
I'm sure he's a warrior type guy. I mean, the way he crashes into walls and everything like that. But I've heard of NFL guys having this type of injury, and it becomes a chronic thing.
Yeah, I mean Bart Scott was talking on New York radio, and he dealt with the same exact injury.
Yeah, his career was maybe didn't end right away, but it was severely inhibited. And for a batter, the weight goes on that foot when you're swinging, and big toe is it sounds crazy again. It's just a toe, but it's an important factor.
Yeah. The only way I'm gonna say sit Judge for the year is if they make that blockbuster trade, because if they say, okay, Judge is gonna be out for the year, let's go get Soto so we can be competitive. Because as of right now, I'm looking at the standings. Wild card, we're 1.5 games out. If Toronto loses today, we'll be 1 game out, and we're half a game up Boston. And Toronto and Tampa Bay's been struggling as of late, even though they're about 5 games up on the final spot. So we all know as Yankee fans, if they think they can, the Yankees will never be buyers. The best way for the Yankees to proceed is to sell some pieces and buy some other pieces. Like Cody Bellinger. I wasn't sold on Cody Bellinger, but it's like he had a good tryout audition when he played us. And you know what I'm saying? The biggest thing is you want to keep him away from other teams that are interested, because the rumors of Cody at Houston is very interested in Cody Bellinger. If they get him, then, they're going to be legit. So, if you're going to make a move, maybe you go get Cody Bellinger and maybe you sell some pieces off. Maybe you sell Severino. You sell some pieces that are hindering this team, and it's addition by subtraction.
Right. All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you, bro. But here's the standings right here. I just don't see how this team can just say screw it. I know. Listen, I don't think we're gonna win the World Series. I'm a realistic fan. I want them, of course. I want them to win. But if this team is still in the hunt, they're not gonna give up, and they're gonna push for Judge to come back. Now, he already stated he's not going to be 100%. If he decides to get surgery, it's going to be a 4-month recovery. And, if that happens in November, he'll be back right on time for spring training. So I think that's what's the thought process with the whole Judge and his injury. If we're still in the running, he's going to go out there. But if we fall, say we lose the next 8 games or so, I don't think he'll be out there. Yeah. But the Yankees 4-6 their last 10, 3-game win streak, of course. But
which is another reason why it would have been good to, get off to a hot start after the All-Star game, because you'd be in the playoff hunt. We would already be past Houston and past Toronto already. And then you could say, okay, Judge is coming back. Instead of and maybe if we would have got on to a better start to the second half of the season, you could afford to give him a couple of more days or the time he needs instead of rushing him back, because they're rushing him back now because we're so close.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, I got a game. I was taking my notes all week. I'm just gonna name you off. All right. This is the whole week. Right?
The whole week. All right.
A player, his stat line for the whole week. All right. And I want you to try to guess the player. So
now keep in mind, Max just sprung this on me. This wasn't pre-planned or anything like that. He let me know. So
no, then this is probably a new segment that we can do. This man, he went 5 for 25. 2 home runs, 4 RBI, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. The whole week.
Let us know down in the comment section too what you guys think.
Yeah.
Say those numbers again.
So 5 for 25, 2 homers, 4 RBI, 1 walk, and he struck out 7 times. The whole week.
I'm gonna say Stanton.
You got it.
Stanton?
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, good job.
Because I was thinking, okay, I know he hit 1. I was like, but when did he hit? This was for the week.
Yeah, from Monday to now.
Yeah. But I know he hit 1 in this last series. I was like, okay, it's Stanton.
Yeah. Rico, I can't stomp this guy, dude. Rico knows so much. Yeah, Stanton. All right, let's do another one. Let's see. I'm gonna find one. 1 for 10 with a double, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts.
That's Volpe.
Nope.
No. Oh no, Volpe did get a couple.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the chat.
Yeah, chat. Who is it? So 1 for 10. So obviously not that many at bats.
Yeah. 1 for 10. He had a double, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts.
It's not LeMahieu.
No. Jacob said Rizzo. No.
Cabrera will be a good answer.
It's Cabrera. Yeah,
good job.
Tyler got it.
Tyler got it.
I said that because he got sent down. He's back in AAA. If you missed that, he's down. And then let's do one more. 7 for 25, 2 homers, 6 ribbies, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Cordero. Nope.
That would have been a good stat line because he had himself a good.
I know.
Week.
I'll give you Cordero's next. 7 for 25, 2 homers, 6 ribbies, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Only 3.
Yeah. So that was Frenchie, or that's the
No,
okay.
that's what guess.
Say his stat line one more time.
7 for 25, 2 homers, 6 RBI, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts.
Trying to think who started every day for us this week. That's Billy McKinney.
Nah.
No?
Tyler
Billy
got it
McKinney?
again. It's Torres.
Gleyber
It's
Torres.
Gleyber.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gleyber had himself player of the week.
I know, man. Cordero went 4 for 11, 2 homers, 2 ribbies, and 3 strikeouts. So, I mean, he didn't play, the whole week, but that's still good. He's back down in AAA as well, too.
Yeah.
This one's not good. 2 for 16, 1 ribby, 5 walks, 9 strikeouts.
How many hits?
2. He went 2 for 16.
Shit, that's probably Volpe.
No, that's not.
Shit, Volpe had himself a bad week. He did get a start a little bit, though. Probably Peraza.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dude,
Peraza.
9
Peraza's been
strikeouts, bro.
Yeah. But see, the thing about it is he got off to such a good start with before where he was like,
Well,
you gotta
game
give him time.
one,
You gotta give him
game
time.
one in LA was great. He had a base hit and 4 walks.
Mhm.
So he got on base all 5 times. Yep.
Mhm.
Volpe went 4 for 18 with 9 strikeouts. That's it.
Yeah.
He had no RBIs, no walks, nothing.
No,
just
nothing.
4
Stolen
hits
base.
and-
He did get a stolen base.
yeah, 4 hits and 9 strikes. He did get a stolen base.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, I was keeping up with all these guys' lines.
Nice. That's
throughout the
fun. Yeah,
week.
incorporate that every week.
DJ went 5 for 19, 1 homer, 1 RBI, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not too bad.
What about Rizzo?
Rizzo 5 for 20. Well, he made up for it today, but he went 5 for 21. That homer, 2 RBIs, 5 strikeouts. But it was like a 1 for 17 until today.
Let me tell you, something looked different with Rizzo today. His batting stance looked more open. And, I know he was trying a whole bunch of different things like yesterday's game. He took the batting gloves off.
Yeah. He pulled a Jorge Posada.
Yep. And today his batting stance looked more open. So we'll see if these are the adjustments that they're trying to make.
Yeah. And it was interesting because you saw him, after he hit that home run, he went right up to Sean Casey and he started talking to him in the dugout, all smiles and stuff. It's going to take a little bit for Sean Casey to make his mark, on this team. Like on the Michael Kay show, they were interviewing Alex Rodriguez. Great interview, by the way. And they were asking him, about the Sean Casey signing. And he said it takes a while for, a new guy to come into a clubhouse and make their mark on the team. It's going to be like 6 weeks until we actually see some adjustments. But I already see some of these guys. I know, like we said, they played the Royals. It's not like we did really crazy against like a playoff team. I get it. We played a bad team, but that's like sometimes you got to play these bad teams to get back on track, and gain some momentum. And we're going against a bad Mets team coming up. I mean, they have the highest payroll in baseball, but they're 7 games below 500.
Yep. I'm looking at the standings, though. At 50, Yankees at 53 and 47, we'd be in first place in the Central right now.
Yeah. Here, I'll bring it up.
Just from one less loss to the that Minnesota has, we'd be in first place in the Central.
Look at that.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That is insane. Well, right now we're not in last place again.
Oh, but that's why we need the Mets to win. Aaron Jacobs. I don't know if you're in the building, but can your Mets finally help the Yankees out?
Yep. And dude, what's going on with the Rays, bro?
They're falling back to earth. They are who we think they are
right now.
3-7
their last 10, but dude, I want to see like their last 50 games, their record.
Yeah,
because my lord,
I noticed Bucks Rays Bolt stopped coming in as much now since the Rays have been stinking.
Yeah, man, and I'm actually ready for the trade deadline to be past us by now because I'm already so annoyed by Ohtani could go here, Ohtani can go there.
When is the hour? Okay, when is the hour of the trade deadline? When does it stop? I think
it's 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Are you off? You're not off on Monday?
I'm not.
I was gonna say if you were off on Monday, We should do like a 2-3 hour show leading up to the
Oh
deadline.
yeah, I
just
mean,
announcing
dude, if I
everything.
am off, because when is it? The
The
31st?
31st is a Monday. Yep.
Let me see if I work. I think I do work because I got my schedule today.
We
But
should
yeah,
just
that'll
have
be
like a
fun.
long ass hangout session and just call all the trades.
Yeah, I do work. Damn it.
Call off. Go.
I wish.
You can't call off with this type of gig because you're like, oh, I'm sick. But they're like, wait, I just saw you stream.
Yeah, well, that and I got bills to pay, so I can't really afford to be calling off work.
All right.
But-
What if we got you a shit ton of? How many super chats would we need for you to call off?
Well, probably as much as I make in a day from work.
All
And
right, so-
I don't want to put a number out there to
All right.
y'all, but
So we get you 200 super chats. That should be
$200.
$200 super chat.
Well, you know,
in one
YouTube
day.
takes half of that.
Okay, so 300.
So, yeah, and I'll definitely call off then.
There you go. So there you go, guys. Between now and then, we need one stream to get like a $300 super chat. So Max
Aaron-
can call the deadline.
Aaron says, fingers crossed. Just get it done. We do play Verlander on Tuesday, and we go against Jose Quintana on Wednesday.
Are we doing the Mets together?
Yeah.
We talked about it. Whichever one you want.
Yeah, we just gotta. I might be a little ahead of you. That's the problem, right? Because you said,
I think I'm usually ahead of you.
oh, really?
Yeah, because I go back and as I listen to you as I keep going back and forth. There's sometimes, I mean, we could just sync up. You know what I'm saying? We could just pause and sync up.
Yeah.
And we'll swap. We could just swap off on innings and stuff like that. So the trade deadline is on Tuesday, August 1st, 6 p.m.
Oh.
So are you off on August 1st?
No, but I mean, he says the deadline is set for 6 p.m.
What time do you get off?
I'll get off around 2.
I'm down with doing like a 3-hour show, just talking about the deadline leading up to it.
Let me see if we play on the 1st. I think we do.
Yeah,
we
sure
play
we
the
do.
Rays on 7:00. So.
I say, I mean, I'm down with doing a couple of hours show, and then we'll just after the deadline is over, we'll just go call the game.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, we could do something like that. Hopefully, like the moves don't start going until we go live.
Yeah. Well, then we can always just talk about it then.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we can definitely do. We do game 1 of
Oh, Tuesday. I'm down.
Because Verlander's on the mound
versus Rodon, right?
I think it's Herman. Rodon is going Wednesday.
Herman. Got you. I'm down with that. So we can watch Herman throw another perfect game against the Mets. Cool.
Yeah. Damn right. Verlander has always dominated the Yankees, so hope we can hit him this time. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm still salty about Verlander because he chose Houston over us, but whatever.
Yeah, some players just aren't made for New York,
Yeah, I know.
Aaron says in our dreams.
Yeah.
Oh, my dream would be if you guys beat the Red Sox today. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. Let me update the Blue Jays score real quick. Oh, they're still tied, 3 apiece. Top of the 7th. Damn.
Call in, guys.
Yep, call in. We got a line open. We got a line open, man. Robert, show us your this man was cooking some good stuff in the chat. He was cooking us some good stuff earlier. He has no confidence. Oh man, it could be worse, man. I mean, I didn't expect the mess to be this bad. I can't believe it, honestly. Tyler says, "Come on, man, I'm about to come back." Spears, you're not 18. I know you're not. I checked out your channel.
And Aaron thought the Mets were going to be this bad as soon as Diaz got it out for the season. He called season over then.
He has no confidence in Carrasco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not good.
So what's your biggest take from the Kansas City Royals series?
The bullpen looks hurt, or not hurt, but worn out. We saw Ron Marinaccio today give up 2 homers in the 9th. That sucked. Let me go to my notes real quick. Canely, he pitched okay. He did give up a run.
He's been getting hit lately.
Yeah, and like, I don't know what the heck's happening with him. It's the same thing with Michael King. He started so hot, and then they showed it today on the screen. The last 13 games,
Yeah,
has a 6 ERA.
that's what I mean. We had talked about this weeks ago, where or at some point in time, the pitching was going to get burned out. That's how it is.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's because look, Schmidt 5.2 innings, Cole 6.1, Luis Severino 5.2.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, we can't get to the 7th inning with our starter.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen too with our luck? We're going to have a double play here at some point. Not double play, a double header at some point, and it's really going to fuck us. Like, I have a feeling it's coming. We're going to get a rain out one day and have to play a double header, and it's going to fuck up our bullpen again. Watch.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, once Cortez is back, we kind of have our rotation, other than Frankie Montas, but we have our rotation fully intact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guys just got to step up. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Guys just got to step up.
Yeah. So, I mean, we need, and I don't blame Cole he only pitched 99 pitches. I mean, he can give you 120. I'm sure Cole didn't want to leave either.
Yeah, let him go out. Boone's just so anxious to get into the bullpen. It's ridiculous. Like, dude, because Boone wants to play analytics. He's like, oh, man, I get to sit here and put the lefty on lefty. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah. And I mean, Peralta got the job done. So, it didn't hurt us because Peralta came in 4 pitches, got 2 outs. So I get it. But, dude, Cole's one of those pitchers, throw the analytics out the window.
Yep.
This guy can.
I'm so sick of the bullpen budget. The bullpen budget, Boone could take that and shove it up his ass, because I'm at that point now where it's like, dude, go back to the old style of ways where, dude, if you feel like you need this guy, go up to him and say, hey, man, can you give me an inning?
Yeah.
Can you, I understand the new rules of baseball. You have to go at least 3, but say, dude, can you give me 3 batters? Or even put one guy in, because the rules of baseball are you either got to stay for 3 consecutive batters, or if the inning ends, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Have your pitcher get one out. Say, dude, can you give me 2? Can you get me 2 outs? Go up to guys and ask them. Like it's a gut thing. What guy is going to tell you, nah, man, I can't do it today?
Yeah, I mean, unless the guy pitched 35, 40 pitches the night prior, you don't want to blow the dude's arm out, But I was kind of shocked seeing them bring up Wandy Peralta today, and because he pitched back-to-back days, and they had him up warming up. He didn't play, but usually that's what happens if you pitch 2 games in a row. You're out. You're not available.
Yeah. Somebody asked me this today. Where's IKF been?
Dude, he's been. Oh, speaking of IKF, I mean, I had the stat on him. He
didn't play this series, did he?
He went 1 for 5 the whole week, 3 walks.
Yeah, he barely played. I wonder if he's got an injury, or if that's because Billy McKinney started playing better. He started taking some of the time away, maybe.
Yeah, and then Jake Bowers came back, and then Greg Allen, which is it's crazy because sometimes when Jake Bowers got on base, I thought maybe IKF would go on for a pinch run, but they put in Greg Allen. So here's a question by Dr. Van. He says, how do you guys feel about adding a reliever or starter at the deadline? I would much rather go for a reliever, because like I said, we're slowly getting guys healthy for the starting, like Cortez, Rodon, Cole, and then you have Clark Schmidt, who's pitched great the last 9-10 games or so, and then you have either Severino or Herman. So I don't think we need a starter.
We need a bat badly, and we need our pitchers just to be able to relieve the bullpen now. So Garrett Cole needs to go at least 7-8 innings and a couple of starts to give these guys a rest. Rodon's got to find it. He's got to start. My problem with Rodon from watching his starts are he has 2 pitches, fastball, slider.
That's it.
Dude, you got 2 other pitches that you barely use, a curveball and a changeup. Work the changeup in counts. You got a fastball count, work the changeup, because he's not, when this last start, he wasn't locating his fastball at all. So he was just relying on a slider, and they were crushing that.
Yeah, because what he does is he throws a fastball high and then the slider low, but he was hanging the slider up high.
Yeah.
He couldn't, put him in the right spot. 4-3 Blue Jays just scored. Dang it.
So that sucks. Thanks, Seattle.
Rico, IKF has pitched better in relief than Ramirez in a break.
I agree.
That's crazy.
I don't understand why Nick Ramirez is still on this team. I really don't.
He won't be for long. Once Loizaga comes back, he's probably gone.
Like some of these guys, I understand it's the options thing. They don't have the options. That's the same reason why Cabrera keeps getting sent down, because he's the only one that has options. You don't want to send down McKinney because then you might lose him at waivers. You're not going to send down who's the other? You're not going to send down Bowers because he doesn't have any options. So it's like the Yankees don't want to use these guys, so lose these guys. So, which I think MLB should make better rules for that as well. Like expand the 40-man roster. Like what?
Yeah.
Like the 40-man roster kills me. If a guy is on my organization, I should be able to call him up as I please. I just don't get it.
Yeah, no, that was a very head scratching rule. I was like, because that's the thing with Florial, he's out of options, and people are like, how would you call up this guy over him? That's why they don't want to lose him.
Yeah,
and I think they're gonna trade Florial. I think they're gonna trade Florial. They must like be thinking about doing that, because why not? Because once Judge comes back, somebody's going down. And it'll probably be Florial. That's why they can't call him up.
That's what I'm saying. We don't have any space for these guys. Like Evans and Pereira, would love to see him up, but who are you going to send down?
Yeah, well, he just got called up to AAA, so he's already
killing
it.
He's been crushing it. So
yeah, and it's good to see Austin Wells called up finally. He's in AAA now.
Yeah,
so he's one step away. But is he another piece that we could trade also? Because they want to improve the catching position, especially now with Trevino done for the year. You got Rortvedt and Higashioka. That's it. I mean, they're not. I would love if they got Perez.
Do you think we've seen the last of Jose Trevino in a Yankee uniform?
I don't think so. Just because the whole Garrett Cole loves pitching to Trevino, and we saw the whole Rortvedt and Cole. They weren't in sync a couple of times, and you saw them in the dugout, like kind of talking about it. Like Cole was like, rubbing his shoulder and stuff. Because there's one time where I think Cole had a pitch clock violation, and it's because their communication wasn't on cue.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Rico says no way Trevino's a good catcher. He's a good catcher. I don't know what it must have been the wrist all year, because he's had a terrible year.
Well, he said since spring training he's been battling it. So why did you wait this long?
Yeah.
So,
well, he said he wanted to play through the pain, but look what happened now. You're done the rest of the year on the stretch where we're going to need you. But they've been playing Higashioka more than Trevino lately, though.
Yeah, Higashioka had a good game today. He had a good throw, and then he had a bad throw. But he did get one of the better. Bobby Witt Jr.
Fast.
He went twice. He got him one time, and the second time he got him. The first time, it was almost a throw into the outfielder. It wasn't for Peraza.
Yeah. Yeah, but when they said they wanted to upgrade the catcher spot, I'm just thinking, who can you go out there and get? Perez would be my only thought.
Yeah, but promote guys internally. Like I'm okay with you bringing guys up, like Ben Rortvedt. You know what I'm saying? Like bring him up. Like because he played good in his limited time. Give him more shots, especially with a predominantly right-handed pitchers that we're going to go against the majority of the time. He's lefty. Bat him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited to see Rortvedt. Hopefully he just stays healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But we had to figure out the outfield left fielding spot, man. We got to figure that out. Yeah. Because every day there's a new guy out there, And who's it going to be? Carlson, Grichuk, Cody Bellinger? It's not going to be Juan Soto, because the Padres said today that Juan Soto is not available.
Mm-hmm.
But they said Blake Snell and Josh Hader is. Hader would be a nice pickup, but I don't think we'll make that trade either.
Yeah, so Soto's not available. Maybe the Yankees go ahead and pull on Bellinger, but I'm tired of Yankees getting rentals. You know what I'm saying? Like I want long-term solutions, not just a half a season rental.
Yeah, for sure. And
But
that's what's risky about these 1-year contracts with, Bellinger, because he could walk, and then we can give up prospects for a guy to play 60 games with us.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rico says, I wonder who the Yankees will drop when Calhoun becomes available next week. Yeah, that's a good question. Who do you think it would be?
It's probably gonna have to be a pitcher because
I don't
who's
think so.
up? Who's up? Cordero got sent down. Cabrera got sent down.
You got Bowers, Greg Allen, Peraza, but they're not going to do that. It would be an outfielder.
I imagine Greg Allen's probably going to be sent down then, but then he doesn't have options either, does he?
I'm not sure.
So he'll get sent through waivers.
Yeah, I mean that's
which
tough.
we just use him as a pinch runner anyway. So
yeah, but he's like Greg Allen plays outfield though. Like isn't he a true outfielder?
Yeah, he is.
That's the thing about him. So he actually plays the position. Calhoun, I don't know. Do you think he
that's the
comes
thing.
up?
See, Willie Calhoun is just a DH. He can't play outfield to save his life.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
God, it's so funny when you see him out there. I think he was only playing one night in the outfield, and it was terrible, man.
Bro, it's bad. I don't know who's work. Stanton at least has a good arm. You know what I'm saying? But which, by the way, you saw Stanton chucking it around the bases today.
Oh my gosh, dude,
bro, that was painful to watch.
What happened with that? Like,
terrible route by the center fielder. By the way, terrible route when he went, and I'm like, because I'm thinking, at the route when I'm calling it, I'm like, he's gonna have to dive to get this. He let it go past him, and I'm like, holy shit, Stanton's about to score. I could run backwards faster than Stanton could run forward.
Yeah, bro. Bro, when they were like showing him, I was like, what? And I was like, please don't be hurt. But then he was smiling in the dugout. He probably was laughing at himself, though, man. Because
I guarantee you, if he turned it up one more notch, he probably would have got hurt. That's probably the fastest he can go without getting hurt.
Yeah. That's funny. I remember watching Bowers, IKF, and Calhoun starting in the outfield this year. What a
yeah.
We've had a AAA outfield almost half a year.
Yep.
Without Judge and Bader. Like, God, I can't. And when Judge comes back, I doubt he'll be in the outfield. He'll be playing DH.
Yeah, so Stanton's gonna have to step up and play outfield more.
And do you remember the debacle that Stan had? He like lost the ball. It was like a ground ball down the right field line, and then it hit off the wall. And then he like tried to scoop it, and he just couldn't grab it. And I'm like, what is Stan doing out there, man? Like, but he did make a great play off the wall, and he kept the runner on first. Like Stan just grabbed that bare hand and like fired it in there. So
Terry, my lady, is in the building. What's going on, Terry?
What's up, Terry? What's up? Yeah, Willie does bang. Yeah, he does. We got 25.
That's why I miss Willie. That's why I miss Willie Calhoun in the lineup. So I could hear a Whack It Willie call from Max.
And Irie's like, hey, yo. Every time, bro. Oh, man. 25 in the house. We got the line open. We need some.
Hold on. I got to say, I was disappointed in you the other day, Max, where Yankees came up and DJ LeMahieu came up. And you were like, man, I don't even feel like doing turntables for DJ because he stinks.
Spinning it.
It was earlier this week. I was like, dude, you got to do it. I think he got a hit. I was like, damn.
I think it was it must have been one of those Angels games, like the late night game, because I was probably just ticked off, and I was like, we're down, we're losing again, like
it's late.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I got to work, and this game's about to go into extra innings again,
dude. I was like, no way. That game 1, that was 4 hours long.
Oh yeah, it was. Those are brutal, especially because I can't speak for pitch clock for me. Like I said, this is the first time I'm calling a regular, streaming during pitch clock. You last year, you had those kind of those type of games, man.
All the time, bro. Every night.
I don't know how you did it. 4 hours in front. You're just like, damn, this is so time consuming. And if it's not exciting, it just drags.
Yeah. Like last year, I think they started at 7, so it was like 11 o'clock almost every time the stream ended. Which now it's like 10. Yeah.
Well, sometimes like 9. So if they start at 7, if they start at 7:05, sometimes they're done by like 9:45.
Yeah, I know. Which is like great because not even for just us streaming it, but just I can actually like kind of relax for a little bit before I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brett Garner played everywhere. Yeah, that guy had some passion. Brett Garner, he always smashed the freaking top. They replayed the Savages in the box when Boone got ejected, and you just see Brett Garner just taking that bat and just smashing the top of the dugout,
like when Tommy Kennedy stepped on the fan.
Yeah, man, I was like, whoa!
I didn't get to ask you what were your thoughts, or I didn't hear it either. What were your thoughts on this right here from?
The blowing the kiss. I think it was not a good look.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll see how he gets brought out on Wednesday. Do you think he'll get booed when he gets walking?
I don't think so because he took accountability for it. He took accountability for it.
But he did it to Yankee fans. It wasn't Angel fans that he did it to.
Yeah.
So
I've also seen pictures of Andy Pettitte flicking off Yankee fans. So there's that. True. So, but he produced. If you produce, they don't give a shit. You can do whatever you want. Produce. He needs to get a win this next game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's getting paid a lot. This is gonna be his fourth start.
Yeah.
Go out and get it done. Like, and get some run support. You know, like, enough is enough. Like, we need a good stretch. Realistically, we can right a lot of wrongs with some good baseball because it's right in front of us. We're gonna play the Orioles. We're gonna play the Rays. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play the Astros. That Astro series is going to be huge, bro.
Oh, my God.
Because can you imagine if we're one game out behind them and we're about to play them for 3 against them? That's going to be a great series to call.
Oh, no, I can't. The Astro series are one of my favorite series to call because
you get a lot of people. You get a lot of this going in the
comment
section too. Yep.
Because, you know, all the people hate the cheating and they always bring it up. Every Astro series, you know, but it's funny you said it's right in front of us because that is Aaron Boone's favorite saying. Every time they interview this man, that's what Boone says. It's right in front of us.
I channeled my inner Boone on that one. What an idiot!
I know. I was like, what does that even mean?
I would rather a coach just be honest and be like, dude, we suck. We suck right now.
Well, that's what they're scared to say stuff like that because they get fired nowadays for it.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to have accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, if some of these players came out and was like, dude, I suck right now. I am a big reason why my team is losing. The fans would flock to you more if you took responsibility. Like Giancarlo Stanton, he does that all the time. That's why fans, no matter how bad he plays, they give him a little bit of leeway because he at least takes accountability for it. He says, I'm not doing anything to help my teammates out. I can respect that.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's what got Girardi fired is because he called players out, especially Gary Sanchez. I mean, Hal didn't like that. He's babying, you know, Boone, but Brian Cashman and Hal didn't like Girardi, even though we haven't been as far since Girardi got fired because we were one game away from the World Series. We haven't been that close in 6 years with Boone. So
at some point, it's been 14 years. At some point, the Yankees got to look themselves in the mirror and say, what we're doing isn't working. So, whether it's, and I could rant. I've already done it on my channel.
Well, you can rant all you want.
Hal Steinbrenner, it starts at the top. Hal Steinbrenner is a businessman, first and foremost. We all know that. He inherited the Golden Goose, which is the New York Yankees, a very profitable organization. That will always make him money that he will never sell. So that anybody that's like, fire him, he's never going to sell the team. Let's just put it like that. So if you're not a baseball guy, I understand that. But bringing guys around you that are baseball guys to help out with the organization, he gives the reins completely to Cashman and tells Cashman, do what you got to do as long as you stay under this type of threshold. You know what I'm saying? Which was evident by the comments that came out earlier this week saying that he wants to get us under luxury tax. How? Yeah. How are you going to do that? You're going to get rid of Donaldson, which, you know, you've already paid for him this year. What are you going to do to get us under the luxury tax? Gleyber Torres is our most profitable piece. He's only getting paid like $9 million. It's not going to get you that much. And what are you getting under a luxury tax for? To make your team better? Or you're just trying to save money? Now, if you told me we're going to try to get under luxury tax because we're going to throw all the money we can at Ohtani this next offseason, I understand that.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't say we want to get under luxury tax, but we still want fans to come out and pay their hard-earned money to watch this product because it's not fair to the fans. Me and you call these games. I feel so bad for the fans at times. And granted, we just won a series. We swept the team we're supposed to sweep. But I'm not overreacting to a series win versus one of the worst teams in the league because it's not like we won in super convincing fashion. You know what I'm saying? We barely beat them. But you know, I'm looking at what we got in front of the mirror. The Yankees have a lot of their own problems that they have to fix themselves. And I feel like they can fix it if they started taking accountability. They got to want to win. Hal Steinbrenner just cares about the bottom line.
Well, exactly. You know. And how, you know, if all Hal cares about is if people are in the stands or they're watching on TV.
Yep.
Like all these people, they're like, oh, there's a lot of fans that say, I'm not watching anymore. I'm not watching. No, yes, you are. Mm-hmm. You're watching.
You're keeping up.
Yeah. And if you keep on watching, that's all Hal cares about, you know.
And buying the merchandise. Look at me and you. Look, you know, they make money off that.
If we tune into a game and the stadium is empty, that's when they start freaking out because that's all that's their business.
Yeah, Hal that won't happen though.
Yeah, no, because you know New York Yankee fans love the team, but you know if we miss the playoffs, dude, I mean, and we're not the same old Yankees from the late '90s anymore. We're just not. I know we have the history behind us. You know, we're an iconic franchise, but we haven't been to the mountaintop in 14 years.
Yep.
Haven't even sniffed it. Haven't even been to a World Series, bro. So you got to look at, like you said, you got to look yourself in the mirror and say something's not working. Yep. I mean, it's what I'm doing is not working. I mean, look at Brian Cashman with his pitching. We traded for Montas. That was a dumpster fire. Rodon looks, I mean, it's only 3 games in. We have 6 years of Rodon, but right now, man, he has above a 7 ERA for a $162 million man.
I don't even want to think about that because let's just hope he gets better. Because can you imagine if
bro?
Him a bust like, oh, that's going to be the one to work that contract.
Oh my God,
get somebody fired.
Oh yeah, and Cashman's been here since '86. You know, the front office people. They've been around since the 90s, bro. Like you said, they might need a new voice in that clubhouse. And, you know, bringing up Andy Pettit, that shows you that the team is finally starting to think about it too. Yep. Like, they're not going to fire nobody. Boone's job is safe until the end of the year. Who knows? Maybe in the offseason, if they do miss the playoffs, he might go. But Cashman's, they just re-signed him. Boone's safe. And so they're going to bring in Andy Pettit as a new voice for Boone.
Which I love, by the way. I love that decision because you need to bring these guys back to the organization. That's why I was like, when Jeter left, you know what I'm saying, he went to the Marlins. I'm kind of like, there was no Yankee position for him. Like, nobody offered him anything. You know what I'm saying? I understand he wanted to be a part owner and, you know, in the front office, but no one offered him anything like assistant GM, nothing. Like, these are our core guys, man. These are our history. Like, bring these guys back. Don Mattingly, why the fuck is he on another team? Bring him to us. Like, he's a bench coach for another team. He should be the coach for the Yankees.
Yeah, no doubt.
But instead it's Boone because he hit 1 home run like so many years ago.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't like wasting my breath when everyone's like, fire Boone. They're not going to fire Boone. You know, so like
he's part of the squad. Yeah.
That's my thing, you know. And sometimes until Brian Cashman leaves this, I don't know. Do you think we'll ever go to another World Series under Brian Cashman? I hope so.
I hope so. I hope so, but my heart says no. Because it's just he doesn't make the right decisions. And the biggest mistakes he makes is not having contingency plans and not having a plan in place. Like, because you know some guys going to get injured. Why are you not having replacements for when these guys get hurt? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Ron, they did just sell out a game. They sold out Friday's game. And then there was 44,000 today in the stands against the Kansas City Royals. So the fans are still going to the games, bro. Cashman deals are terrible. That's why he went to being a farmer.
But it's like, something's got to change. I love this. Look, I would never not be a Yankee fan. I fucking love this team.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never had the majority of I've only had like a couple of the Giants fitteds, but the majority of hats and stuff like that are Yankees. I am a Yankee fan to the day I die. I love this team, and it hurts me when they suck. This is like, dude, this stretch we just had is one of the worst weeks I've ever seen of baseball ever.
Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right.
I've never seen us this bad. Never.
I mean, hopefully we haven't been this bad since the 60s.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I wasn't around then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Dude.
This is historically bad.
Yep. Dude, I've seen 5 Yankee championships in my lifetime. I'm spoiled. But it's like, I'm just like, dude, this team and the fan base, I say it all the time. Me, you, everybody in the chat, we deserve so much better than the product that we get from time to time, because it's like we care more about them. And this is how you know Yankee fans are the best fans, because we've been putting up with this shit for a long time.
Yeah. And I think it's just like the direction, like we need to start building teams. Like you saw, we're not going to be able to do what the Orioles did unless we just flat out suck for 10 years. Mm-hmm. But they stacked up on prospects, good ones, because they sucked for so long. But all their guys are, the prospects that they've been waiting for 5 years, and this team is killing it right now, man. The Orioles. But
somebody asked me, I'm going to ask you, what do you think they'll do in the playoffs, though? Do you think that inexperience will show?
Yeah, it's going to be different when you're like playoffs time, you're, 7-game series, if they make it that far, 5 games at first. I don't think they'll go to the ALCS. Mm-hmm. They might get bounced in a divisional round, but the fact that they, make it that far, if they win the division, like, bro, that no one thought the Orioles were going to win the AL East heading into this season. I'm sorry. If you did, then you're a liar.
I thought
you're an Oriole fan.
I did say I thought they were going to make the playoffs. I've been saying that they were my dark horse pick to make the playoffs at least.
Yeah, but like for the AL East, you always got to think about maybe like 2 to 3 would make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think AL East, the 3 teams I think will make the playoffs are us, the Blue Jays, or the Rays that will win the division.
Yeah,
I don't think the Orioles and the Red Sox will.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, Grace Rodriguez is solid.
Yeah, but like, I think we can turn it around. I'm not quitting on this team. I've already said it multiple times. We're gonna find a way. We're gonna find a way to get in this playoff, and I think we have a big run coming up. Now, we have the Mets, 2 games. I want a sweep, man. We need to beat both. We need to win both these games against the Mets because we have the Orioles next weekend. Yep. And that's a huge series. Mm-hmm. Because if we want to chip away, bro, we got to win that series next weekend. Mm-hmm. We have to, and it's in Baltimore.
I just look back to where we were a couple weeks ago when we two games up in the Orioles, took the first 2. We like, dude, all right, here we come, and then
I still can't get over that, bro. We were rolling.
Yeah, dude, we smacked them in the first 2 games, and we're like, okay, bet. All we gotta do is take 1 more. Then we lost. Well, okay, cool. We'll still take the series. I wasn't expecting the sweep. Then we split, and then since then downhill. Lost to the Cubs, lost to the Cardinals, lost to the. This was our first series win since Oakland.
Yeah, no, since the Cincinnati. Oh, series win.
Yeah, okay, series win since Oakland. Sweep since Cincinnati. Yeah. Yeah, I know. We got a caller backstage. Who's this?
Hey, yeah, hello.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's going? Hey, Dom, what's up?
What's up? It's Ace, man. They don't know me as Dom, man. What's going on, man?
Ace, my fault, bro. I forget the Ace.
Good. What's going on, man? Thanks for popping in,
man. Glad I hear you. Y'all was speaking on the Yankees. I've been out the loop a little bit this year, unfortunately. On at least as far as my team, I saw the other day something about the Yankees. Y'all might have been trying to shop for a corner fielder, though. I saw supposedly.
Yeah, we want a left fielder.
Might be. Well, you're not a Cubs fan. They might be trying to go get Cody Bellinger.
Oh, Oh yeah, I'm a Sox fan, but at the same time, I was just telling Ann and them about that. I'm like, I'm glad Cody Bellinger. I'm glad he went there, and he really showing he still got it. But you know what? I figured that though, considering how Wrigley Field is with the wind and stuff, I was like, he probably go over there and go crazy.
Yeah, he killed it today too.
Yeah. Okay, so another guy, because at one point I know he had a streak. He was like, I think it was 2 straight games. I think with a homer, or was it 3? It might have been. I think it was 2. I think that was sometime before All-Star break though. I had actually caught a little glimpse of that.
Yeah, Ira, we talk about Ohtani a lot, man. What are your thoughts on him? Do you think the Angels should get rid of him?
As a fan, absolutely. As a fan of baseball, absolutely, because I do see the meaning of when people be like, some players is like they should at least get a chance to experience, and they haven't even been. He hasn't even been to the postseason. Like that's what's so crazy. Like he definitely needs to go on a contending team, and really showcase his talent. And because it's like between him and Trout, honestly, like man, it's sad.
Yeah. Dude, I was listening to something the other day, right? And I didn't get a chance to talk to you. Ira's one of my homies in the group chat. Thanks for popping in. That said, the amount of lengths that MLB is going to for Ohtani is crazy because think about it. That whole schedule change of now everybody has to play everybody and adding playoff teams. There was somebody that was saying, dude, they did that strictly for Ohtani because you want to be able to show him to more teams, to more markets, and then also you're trying to get the Angels in because they stink.
Remember, it was years ago. Remember, you used to say that about Trout. You was like, he needs to go to another team because he was over there in Cali with the games that they play later on. So over in the East Coast, they don't really get a chance to see him. Like everybody doesn't really get a chance to see him. And I thought about it, I'm like, when they started doing that, I'm like, okay, it do make sense. Like I see that now, but I just thought with the name alone, I'm like, okay, I figured who hasn't seen a Mike Trout game, but as I see with Ohtani, it's like no, they said they making the changes.
Yeah, it sucks because I love watching Ohtani, but they're always on at like 10 o'clock, man.
That's why Judge is more popular than Trout. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he's the better player, even though I do think he is. He's more popular.
Because like you said, he over there playing in the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And
for us, it's hard to stay up that late.
Trying to exactly on the weekday trying to catch the game. Yeah.
So you said you're a Cubs fan?
No, I'm a Sox fan.
White Sox fan.
But
White Sox. Okay.
Like I said, I've really been out of. I know we're not doing much. Really, we're not doing nothing.
No, you guys are sitting at 41 and 60 right now. You guys have kind of just been like.
No, it's sad because a few years ago, and I thought when they had the shortened season, due to COVID, I still was like that was a fluke season in my opinion because I'm like the Sox. Yeah, they played well that year, but then the next year they actually was continuing it. And the injuries hit them. Then I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't a fluke. Like maybe the youth and the talent, like maybe they was trying to, they were finally coming together and looking like, they was gonna make the postseason. But now, I don't really know what's going on.
But you know what it is about the Sox? They got talent. Like, Tim Anderson, Luis Robert Jr., Dylan Cease, like, they added Benintendi. It's just, I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just they can't get over the hump. There was talks that they were interested in Gleyber Torres early in the year. Remember we talked about that, Max, where they were interested in Gleyber.
Yeah. See, I do remember you were saying something about that. And
I want to ask you something about Tim Anderson real quick. What's going on with Tim Anderson?
You know what? I did see something about that little home run drought he's on. His name was in some some of the tabloids last year.
Yeah.
So that might have had something to do with it, but it's really sad because at one point, even though we weren't doing that well, you saw Tim Anderson a lot on like commercials. I'm like, okay, it's looking like I doubt he's gonna be the face of baseball, but it's like he's becoming a popular player. Like it'll bring some more seats. It'll bring some more attention to the White Sox. But now, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm really not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with them.
Luis Robert is your superstar, bro. That guy is
Rob. You know
beast.
What? Last year and Jimenez. I think he was hurt, but Jimenez was playing well last year too. Mm-hmm. I remember right before he got hurt. But Rob, between both of them two, I could see hopefully the Sox keep him. That's always been a big issue here though, as far as like when it comes to free agency, like we tend to kind of go the other way sometimes, depending on, especially now with how much money is being like made in baseball now.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know if we'll even get a chance to see that, like, 10-year, $300 million player here in Chicago. I'm not even kidding. Like, at least not. I don't think they pay roles like that.
Well, because you got to realize that it's like we talk about too. The Cubs are the team that Chicago flocks to. You know that as a White Sox fan.
It's always been that. It's always been that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But as far as Tim Anderson, man, keep in mind, he started going down around that Josh Donaldson time. Remember when him and Josh Donaldson banged heads with each other?
Oh, yeah.
And then he started going down from there. Like, he was all over the place.
Yeah.
And then, started going down a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot about that. He sure did.
Where he told him he was the next Jackie Robinson or whatever, something like that.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, my God.
And listen, and that's one thing about us. Like, yeah, it's a great fan base, and we'll get behind the team, but some things we're not going to allow. He caught flack here. People here in Chicago didn't like that. They was like, no, you going way too far now. Talking about next Jackie Robinson, like, come on. Like,
yeah.
To be honest, I think he's what? Two-time All-Star. Like, he had just really started playing well because Tim Anderson had been in the league a few years, and
he hit that big home run in the Field of Dreams game.
Yeah, and he just started to really start getting a little bit better. But yeah, then he just went off the rail with that statement. Like,
and another thing with Tim Anderson, if I'm not mistaken, I think he has the best batting average since 2019 in the MLB.
In the MLB, now that's
since that span, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what is going on with him? It must be the tabloid stuff. He's probably just sidetracked with all that stuff going on, bro.
Could be, and at the same time, he probably also tired of losing too. I mean,
yeah,
that. As I got older, I've realized, like, I do see now when they be like, with players, like, especially when you have good to great players on even your own home team, but it's like they're not doing much. It's like they do need to go ahead and shop them and give them a chance to go and showcase that and win, actually do something. Like, don't just be putting up numbers and we in the basement. Like, no, it is time. And I wouldn't be surprised if they shop him too. Honestly, I really wouldn't be surprised if they would. Wouldn't be surprised if they shopped him or attempted to, because we definitely good for that too.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, the White Sox got solid. If you look at the pitching, man, Dylan Cease, Michael Kopech, Lance Lynn, it's decent. I don't understand why it's so bad. Like,
Lance Lynn, I didn't even think he was going to I think his last, I know he was striking a lot of people out, but I didn't think he really was going to be doing too much. You know what? I was actually upset when they got rid of Rodon a couple seasons ago. He was playing well, and then came an all-star, then they got rid of him. I thought we were going to keep him longer.
Yeah.
Well, look, if he don't play well for us, you can have him back. So,
not yet. He's with us for 6 years.
I just saw that too. I'm sorry. I did see that on social media with Rodon. One of his outings with y'all, he gave up like 5 hits and like 4 runs or something. I was like, wait a minute, what happened to him? Like, he was just looking like he was on a rise, like literally a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, he for the first time in his career, he walked 5+ batters and gave up 6+ runs.
Yeah, like that was man, is he coming off an injury or something? Or
yeah, no, he is. He's coming off injury. Yeah, he's been out the majority of the season.
Oh, see, yeah, okay, that probably that probably explains.
Go figure. You get paid $162 million, and then you get injured right afterwards.
Yeah, that's tough.
And baseball, that money's guaranteed, boy. You get paid regardless.
I was about to say, yeah, that's guaranteed for sure. You know what, man? Another thing, what are y'all gonna shop? Y'all, well, I know it's gonna be kind of hard to pick up that contract, but like with Stanton, like I saw something with him now. I think he's back to batting like terrible. I think he's in like the low
200.
Yeah.
I think he's unsellable. I think he's unshoppable at this point. Like,
don't nobody want to pick that up.
No, nope.
Yeah.
Man,
and he's older.
Just remember.
I mean, it's like we talked about for years. And its totality, if Stanton was producing, it's not a bad contract because how the threshold has gone up, but he's not doing anything, so it is a bad contract. No one's going to take it on.
A few years ago, when the Yankees was going to offer him that, I'm like, the Yankees, they doing too much offering him that. Like, I know he had that crazy year in Miami, but I'm like, his thing was always injury prone. And yes, he hits a lot of home runs, but he also strikes out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to compare him to Judge when Judge came in, and I'm like, no, Aaron Judge is a better hitter than him. Like, seriously, Aaron Judge he strikes out a lot too, but he is a better hitter than Giancarlo Stanton by a mile. He is a lot better hitter. So I'm like, no, I can see that with Judge, but Stanton, no, there's no way. But it was all the hype around the 50-some home runs and like, man. But you know what? I will say, I figured he would have at least came there to the Yankees, at least got like another 50-some home run season. Like with that short porch, like
he can't stay healthy.
Hey, and that's the other thing. Yep, he's been like this since he got in the league. He's been healthy.
And it sucks because we were looking at Bryce Harper, but we went to Stanton.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's the worst part.
Steinbrenner wanted Harper really badly.
It would have been better though, for sure.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Sure.
Easily. Because you would have got that left-handed power bat that they've been searching for this whole time.
That, and he strike out, but he's not striking out 200 sometimes, and he's gonna walk too. That's another thing. Bryce Harper get his walks in too.
And he would have played the field a lot.
And I see now he playing first base for the Phillies.
Is he?
Yeah, I saw.
He's playing first base. Yeah, he played first base the other night.
I think it was yesterday, right? Was it? Or you said tonight?
It was like this past weekend. It's because he had the UCL injury and he sped up his process coming back. So they don't want that long throw from the outfield to the infield, so they moved him to first base. And then Rhys Hoskins tore his ACL during spring training, so that gave him an opening first base spot.
That's crazy. Well, look, Ira, two things before we let you go, right? Two things. One, Max, Ira's a Bears fan, so I know how much y'all get along. He loves the Bears. And two, Ira's one of my guys that can vouch for me. Who called Patrick Mahomes being great?
Oh yeah, you come on, Ace, man, you done went back and forth about that. I'm like, you was calling him the GOAT, talking about he was overtime. I'm like, wait, give him some time.
Before he even joined the league, everybody like, nah. I'm like, you'll see.
Texas Tech.
Ace, he definitely been calling that though. He's been calling that for a while. Yeah, he's been calling that for a while, for sure.
I want you to hear this first because you're a Bears fan. Jordan Love is going to be the next Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
Yo, all jokes aside, we talk about this all the time, but I already told you in the group chat, I think the Bears are going to have themselves I like the direction they are. Dude, I told you when y'all got Ryan Poles, I liked him. I wanted the Giants to get him, and I think he's going to be good for y'all.
That was another issue too. Our management that's just Chicago, period, really, man. It's just been a plague for almost every team. Like, we always get the bad, the ones that don't really want to spend money and actually want to win. We always seem to, get those types in office. But yeah, Pace, he's definitely challenging. He's making better steps than some in the past. He's sprinkling around, as far as the picks. Like, he's not just all defensive. That was another thing with us. We always would just load up defense and just say forget the offensive side of the ball. It's like that is all been a common thing for the Chicago Bears for years.
It sucks because y'all signed DeMarcus Walker. I went to high school with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Max, you taking Jordan Love over Justin Fields?
No, I can't. Jordan, we need to see a full season with Love before I start comparing guys. But I do think Jordan Love is he's gonna surprise y'all. I'm telling you. I'm not thinking we're gonna win the division, but I'm a Packer fan. But I think we will be fighting for a wild card for sure, especially in the NFC because the NFC is weaker than the AFC.
The NFC is a lot weaker.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but I appreciate you calling, bro.
Oh yeah, man. I'm just glad. To finally get on. I told the Ace, man, I'm like, whenever I had time, man, I was like, I definitely was gonna, tune in.
Yeah, next weekend, it might be a late. We might have to do it before the game because the game's at 7:00 next Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was a big baseball fan. We chop it up all the time in our group chat.
Yeah, man. Well, feel free to call in whenever, bro.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too, man.
All right.
Yeah. He knows his stuff.
Got anybody else coming up?
I don't know, but we are gonna. Let's see. We'll roll for 5 more minutes, and then if no one calls, we'll be at 1:30, so that's good. The problem with Fields is simply injuries and very injury prone. Yeah, the way he plays, he's like a Lamar Jackson. He's gonna get hurt if he keeps, and they run him to the ground.
But I think
Field.
he's more stocky than them though, so he can kind of take more punishment because he's solid. He's
No,
not
he
like
is.
this skinny small dude like a Kyler or like a Lamar. He's kind of like he's built.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like he can take a beating, but they had to work in his arm, man. He needs to start throwing more. He said he's going to throw over 4,000 yards, which I don't think he is, but
Yeah.
Mister says you're a cool guy.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Subscribe to the channel if you
And
think I'm cool.
now they
Appreciate
know
you.
your name. Now they know your name.
Who, me?
Yeah, Dom.
Oh, they should.
'Cause,
Yeah. I mean, it don't bother me either way. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So what about you, man? So Max is your name. Did you ever think about any other like nickname for a channel or anything like that?
No, dude. Like when I was making this stuff, at first, before I was doing live play-by-play, I was just literally doing like a recap for the daily sports. Like I did like a 30-minute show, and I just talked about all sports. So it was like Max Coverage. You know, at first it was like Max Talk Sports, and I was like, I don't know if that would be a good one. And then my buddy actually helped me. He was like, bro, what about Max Coverage? And I was like, ooh,
That's a
that
good
has a
name.
ring to
Because
it,
like I
bro.
say, it like it's a double entendre to cover everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Adrian is in the building. What's going on, yo, Adrian, my guy?
We got one line left. The next caller would be the last caller.
Spears has been trying to call in. He said he's been complaining. Is he 18?
I'm trying to talk to him. I don't know. He said he's blocked. I didn't block him.
Oh, I don't know.
But Spears is mad at me. I'm like, bro.
He said he was going to unsubscribe.
I know. I'm like, damn. I'm trying. I try to get him up here. Man, I'm sorry.
Spears, what's the problem? It's not letting you.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but I'm sorry if I made you mad, man. I apologize. Adrian's in the building.
Yeah, my guy Adrian is in the house. Thank you for popping in as always.
Last caller.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What up?
First of all, who are you a fan of? What team?
He's a Yankee fan.
Okay, all right, cool. I know your Mets people. You got some Mets people in like Aaron. So, how you feeling about this Royals series win, Adrian?
Wait. Let me just. I don't know. Honestly, it was a great World Series win, bro. Because I'm looking back at the schedule. Let me see, bro. We should have been.
You there?
Off-wise, bro, they should have been undefeated at least right now, starting off the second half easily. But I mean, at least we got a series win, though. I think this series hopefully it should help us move forward. Because I mean, even though we lost Trevino for the season, that kind of blows because he was just the best catcher last year defensively. I mean, hitting wise, he's okay, but then he helps a lot with the backstop. Our pitching was great throughout the whole weekend, though. I'll give him that. Pitching was great, hitting was great. There was no boom type decisions. Everything went smooth. I don't know what should have happened in Colorado and the Angel series, but like I said, bro, I think Boone should get fired regardless at some point because he's the definition of an NPC. Because if you look at him in the dugout, bro, it's like, what the fuck do he be thinking sometimes? Like, he just be standing there just like, bro, like, you just there, okay, you got your nice little watch that Hal probably gave you when he signed you to the team. Like, oh, here's your watch right here. Just, just fuck up for 2 seasons, we'll fire you and bring somebody in. Just do your thing, my man. We got you. Don't worry. We'll pay you a surplus of money afterwards. But, I mean, in general, I feel like if we can move forward with this series and progress, I think we'll be fine, though. I think we still obviously need to get a bat for left field. A pitcher for the bullpen for sure, and starting rotation because I mean I don't know. I think our pitch rotation, if we manage to make the playoffs, I think we'll be fine. But at the same time, our woes from the regular season will linger, especially our offense, bro. We can't hit with 2 outs. That's the one thing I noticed throughout the years, bro. Even after 2009, we never hit with 2 outs, bro. I don't know what it is. But yeah, when you watch the other teams the next inning, they get 2 outs, they'll have a bases loaded or maybe guys on the corners, and they'll get runs. I'm like, bro, why can't we do this? Like, we could have won multiple championships if we just hit the ball too. Because our pitching's always been great in the playoffs. I'm always gonna give props to good credit what it's due. Our pitching and bullpen's always been great in the playoffs. Just our hitting is terrible.
Yeah, situational hitter. Situational hitting is we suck at.
Yep.
Like we'll have 2 on, 1 out. And we'll strand them. multiple times, like runners on the corners or something like that. Just can't get the guy from third in. But today we did. And we played great today, but like I said, it was against the Royals. So
and Rizzo got a home run.
Yeah, Rizzo finally got it going.
Rizzo got a home run. I seen the highlight. I'm like, finally, motherfucker. Damn, it took you like 10,000 years to hit one. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was surprised that he wasn't a slump that he was in because we're used to seeing him, here and there hit home runs. But damn, like he was in a crazy slump. Like damn, bro. Like he even tried everything. He even had the gloves off. I'm like, all right, bro.
Dude, you would think that you would eventually run into one, like by mistake. You would think that, but like a lot of Rizzo at bats, and Max could attest to this because we watched the games. How many times has Rizzo hit the ball hard but right at somebody?
Yeah,
and that's frustrating as a baseball fan. You're like, damn, man.
Well, it's frustrating for him too, because it's like, bro, you're hitting it right on the nose, but you just got, it's just a bad luck, like hot shot to right or left field, right to the glove. Like that sucks, and it's crazy because Rizzo at one point, bro, I was like, this dude needs to be batting seventh. I mean, if he's in this much of a slump, you can't have your cleanup hitter right there, and he's batting below 200 his last 45 games.
Then it was affecting his defense too, because remember, he kept making big errors at certain times. I'm like, that's very uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah, and I'm glad he maybe Sean Casey did something. We don't know, but like I was telling the Ace, Adrian, when he hit that home run, he went right up to Sean Casey, and he was talking to him in the dugout. So hopefully that, hopefully he was giving him some tips.
The silent treatment was funny as shit, though. I always love when the
I
baseball
was
players
laughing
do that.
my ass off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, when quiet, you walking past like, yo, like, you gonna celebrate me or not?
Yeah, he was tapping everybody on the leg, and then like they come over with the water and they start just going crazy.
And he goes up to the camera like,
yeah.
I gotta watch the highlights again when I get a chance. I woke up stupid late today only because like I lost a friend of mine to cancer just last night. I found out.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, she was like I guess I wouldn't say biological, but she was like a big sister to me when I grew up in Jersey. Like went to church together, everything, and I just found out last night. I didn't even know she was battling until my mom had mentioned. I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. That's why I always tell people, appreciate who you have around you, your friends, your family, the close one, because one day you hit, bro, and it's like the next day you're gone. That's why I woke up today. I woke up like around 7. I'm like, damn, I probably missed the game. I probably missed Aces coverage. So hopefully I can make it to. I mean, Ace Avenue paid, so hopefully I can make it to at least the live. Because I missed both. I know I missed both. I know the Yankees won, which I'm hype. I was pretty happy about that. I seen that it was 5-1. Then I checked the final score. We won 8-5, which is great because we finally scored. We scoring though, but yeah. Other than that, bro, like trying to think what else for the team.
Well, they said today we scored 3 runs or 5 or more runs in the last 3 games. So like I said, we're playing the Royals. I get it, but it doesn't matter. You don't help who you play against. You just got to go out there and play. And hopefully this will wake up the offense. We got the Mets coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's see if this momentum keeps going, because it's going to suck if we go out there on Tuesday and lay a 1 or 1 run.
Yep.
Nah,
and then it's like,
don't jinx.
I know. I'm just saying, bro. But that's how this team has been.
Watch you get no hit. Watch you get no hit.
We get no.
Bro, we get no hit versus the Mets, bro. You live up there. You don't want that.
And it's against
you don't want to get no
Verlander.
hit versus the Mets. Yeah.
Verlander's on the mound Tuesday.
Yeah, you got a couple people also show you some love in the chat saying sorry for your loss too, bro. Yeah, man, that's tough, man. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it's just been, to be honest, bro, it's just been tough because it's like it's one of those things. Like, mind you, yesterday I had I was ready just for Godland. I was big pretty much when I found out the news, and it kind of like brought me back to reality real quick, because I'm like, damn, I literally broke down. It's one of those moments when you just stuck maybe sitting somewhere because something happened. You're just kind of like not traumatized, but you're kind of like just in complete shock, I would say.
Yeah.
That's how I was on the couch, and then I just had to let out what I had let out, just process. I mean, it's still gonna hurt, but at the same time, I just know she up there. She in a better place.
Yeah, of course.
She a better place for sure, and then she will enjoy my ass getting hyped for my team because she know how it is. But hopefully we can take this Mets series though. Hopefully we can take the Baltimore, well, pretty much every series the rest of the season because we have to. We have no choice. We have to win literally every series in order for us to even get, well, at least to make the wild card. But for division, oh yeah, we have to win every series possible. We have to make sure that the Rays lose as well, and the Orioles. I'm not worried about the Red Sox or the Blue Jays. I'm not too worried about that. It's more so the Orioles and the Rays. But I think with the Orioles, people will tend to sleep on the fact that they've been building for years. This is not a surprising team at all to me. Like I watched even before in the time that the Yankees were still making some noise in the playoffs after 2009. Like the Orioles were still building. I mean, they let some people go, but it was worth to what they are now. They always had a good farm system. The Rays always had a good farm system. The Blue Jays definitely. And it's like we here just signing old players, injured players. We're signing just players that don't even. I don't know. I feel like the players that are born in New York are a fan. I think they said in the are usually play better. I don't know what it is. I think Bader was a New York fan. I think Volpe grew up in New York, right?
Yeah.
I think. And there's somebody else on the team. I forgot who else grew up in New York. But it's like
Trevino.
Him too?
I think so. He grew up a Yankee fan. I know there's pictures of him like as a kid out in the bleacher, out there in the bleachers.
Is Judge from New York or no?
No, he's from
Judge is from Cali. Yeah.
That's why he was talking about going home to San Fran.
I noticed that. Anybody that was a big fan of the Yankees from at a young age or grew up there play better compared to somebody.
IKF, yeah.
He's doing all right this year. He's like a low key doing all right. He's doing his thing over there. Like he's not doing bad. I mean, he's not the greatest, but I'd rather have him in the outfield than some of the guys they put out there. Cause bro, there's so many plays I've seen in the outfield. I'm like, bro, catch the damn ball. Like how you drop that? They teach you that in Little League. Like, like you're a big league player making millions. You tell me you can't go after a fly ball and catch it. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way.
I mean, I agree. I mean, it's not easy though. Like I've played, it's not like super easy, but it's like I get what you're saying. These guys are getting paid buco bucks to like stop playing around. Like
like it's a job, bro. Like,
and that's what pisses me off about Gleyber Torres when he makes mental errors. I'm like, what are you thinking about? Are you just sitting there with your? Come on, Gleyber.
And he's still young too. He's only 26. That's crazy. You would think like old head already or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't know. Like if we don't trade Gleyber, like, do you think he's going to re-sign with us? Because Glaber's on a 1 year. He's after this season, he's a free agent.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he still can contribute to a Yankees championship regardless. I think me personally, I like Gleyber too. I have no issues with the fact that he makes some dumb defensive play. But other than that, when he's on point, when he's just locked in, bro, he's one of the best second basemen in the league, easily. Like we all seen what he did in 2019. He carried that team, bro, especially in the playoffs too.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's gonna want that. He's gonna want to get paid, and I feel like the Yankees, they're gonna look at Peraza and be like, well, he can be our Gleyber replacement instead of paying all that money for Gleyber. We can just replace him with Peraza. What?
How much do you think he'll ask for, hypothetically? He's only 26, so he's gonna want like something. I mean, that would be something crazy, but he's gonna want something sustainable.
I saw that the other day. A fair something fair for Gleyber would be like something around the 70 million to like 100 million. He's not one of those players that's gonna get that much. Boy. But if Gleyber, if you give him a good 70 at the max, I'm talking about the max, would be like 100 because he's not resetting the market.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like around 80 to 100 mil because you give him a 6-7 year deal. But that's the thing, though. I'm scared because we gave DJ that contract and then his production went down. Hicks' production went down.
But Gleyber's a lot younger, though. So
I get that. But still, when we gave DJ the deal, he won back-to-back batting titles.
Yeah, and both leagues. Yeah. One of like only two players to do that. The other thing with Gleyber, if I was Gleyber Torres, I'd take a short-term contract because then if you outplay your contract, then you can get paid.
That's smart.
So
we'll see.
I don't think he'll do that though, to be honest.
Nah, I mean, because you want that security. You do want that security. Not everybody's smart like a LeBron James. How you take a contract that goes up with when that's timed out for when the market goes up, so you can get paid without really crippling your team.
Yeah.
Taxes go up after every season too, so it's like the MLB. I swear, bro, they got unlimited funds. Like I remember the one year they gave Miguel Cabrera 300 something million. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Oh, because no cap.
Where is this money coming from? How y'all printing so much money? This is why we're inflated. Y'all motherfuckers printing.
Yeah. Well, it's no cap. That's the problem with football. That's the problem that the Giants have with Saquon Barkley. They have to have a cap. With baseball,
we signed Cole Beasley. My bad in a row. We signed Cole Beasley.
Yeah, we did.
That's clutch.
Who was the other guy?
James Robinson.
James Robinson. But the thing about baseball is you pay a luxury tax that goes in the pot towards the smaller teams. If you could afford it, like the Mets and the big market teams can, do it. But the problem with the Yankees is we have these big contracts just invested in shitty players.
What's a luxury tax? What's a luxury tax?
I think it's isn't it 270? Isn't it like
let me double check.
It's like 2 something. I know the Yankees have a $290 million payroll.
That's pretty much the amount they can use during the pretty much throughout the year, right? To get players.
That's where we're at now.
The luxury tax is $233 million.
Okay, so we're over. We're $60-something million over the luxury tax. So that means that we have to pay penalties on that that go back to the smaller market teams. This is the thing. Smaller market teams like the Pittsburgh Pirates and them, they have the ability to spend if the owners want to do it. But it's just about they want to like stay under, so they're getting more money back. You get what I'm saying?
True. Same thing with us. That's crazy. Holy shit. But still, that's a lot of money that they have to give out. Just like, like you said, the NFL gives out so much. It's like, bro, like, for example, it might be off topic, the whole thing is going on TikTok, the whole NPC trend thing, the whole robot. Bro, I'm like, that's crazy. So you can stand there and be a whole non-playable character for 10 hours straight and make 10 bands while you have essential workers busting their ass trying to do what they got to do. And I'm not knocking the hustle. I'm not knocking that. It's the job itself. Like, bro, like you're making people that risk their lives every day to, their jobs or do things that are actually essential to society and look stupid. Like, you make a 10K feeling like a whole dumbass, but I'm here just busting my ass, hard labor, whatever case may be, and you out there making, bro, 10 bands and like 10 hours. I think the one dude made 30K. I think the streamer Speed.
Kai Cenat did it.
He did it too? Oh man.
Yeah, he did it. He did it for 30 minutes or something. He made like $5,000.
What the crazy. Nah, if I were to do it, to be honest, if I were to step into the NPC world, I'd probably do like a Street Fighter one. Hadouken.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta get into this YouTube thing, man. You gotta want to be like Max Coverage, a guy that is well established, making buco bucks from this guy named Ace off of all these gifted memberships, the merchandise. You know what I'm saying? This is where the money is at, man. That's where it's at.
Nah, streaming, content creating. It is the
content creating.
It's kind of like the new industrial revolution if you think about it, because it's like not everyone wants to stream, everyone wants to do content. Then OnlyFans, well, that's a whole nother conversation. But like everyone wants to do all this stuff. But it's like, can you really blame people? Because a lot of jobs are paying a certain amount, and you're doing more when you can get paid more and do less in a sense. But also work hard, of course. You're not gonna be lazy.
Well, the biggest thing. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. The last point was the fact that these kids nowadays, they want to ask for a high-paying job. Like, bro, you're lazy at your job that you're getting paid $10, $13 an hour. Now, what makes you think that a job that pays 30 plus or 20 plus is going to hire you if your work ethic is not up to match?
Yeah.
So to speak. No, go ahead, bro.
I would say the biggest thing with YouTube is, and why I tell people try to get on as soon as possible, because it's transitioning to this. Because the mainstream media, the ESPNs, the Foxes, they all suck, dude. No one wants to listen to that. They're trying to transition to YouTube because they understand people can't be home. Streaming is where it's at. Like when cable got, like I said, we got rid of cable. Everything streaming is where it's at. So everybody's hopping on this wave, and people want to be people want shows like this to be able to have their voices heard, and people are very opinionated. They either want to agree with you or disagree with you. And this gives them the platform to be able to do it. People can't just reach out to Fox. They can't just reach out to ESPN and talk to them and interact with them. That's why they suck. And it's so like First Take sucks. That's one of the worst shows.
I used to love that show too.
I used to love it too. And the thing about it is, it just seems so fakely manufactured, and it's not good.
It's ass right now. Especially like Skip is the one of the most like what's that word? He's like a female, to be honest, because he be, bro, I don't know what it is. He has female tendencies because he's one of those guys that he hates, but then also contradicts himself all the time on the show.
Yeah.
He's a big LeBron hater, but then be on his top when they win. I'm like, bro, like, you a LeBron fan or not? Or you just, like, doing what what ESPN is telling you to say?
Skip is one of those guys. He just loves the clickbait. Like, he makes, like, when he tweeted about DeMar Hamlin, like, what the hell was that about?
That was
and then
that was.
And then you don't delete it. Like, you're like, no, I'm not going to delete it because you know why?
He probably says what he tweeted was probably like something maybe a regular person might have been thinking about when they were watching the game. Like, oh, why don't you just continue after? But at the same time, like, bro, at the end of the day, they did say he did die on the field, or allegedly. Yeah. They had a I forgot the word is resuscitate.
He had to resuscitate him.
Resuscitate him and stuff. So it's like, damn, bro. Then you not just see a dude just die in the field. You're talking about continuing the game. Hell, no, I would have called it off. To be honest, it's more than football at that point. That's a life right there. That's lifeless at that moment. Then became a whole life again. But I don't know. He's a weirdo. I like Skip. I'm not Skip. Shannon.
I like Shannon.
Come on, Skip.
Even though
Shannon's probably going to ESPN though.
Probably, and I'll start watching ESPN if he does it. Because
wait, who's going?
Shannon. He left FS1.
Yep.
Oh, him, bro. Him and what's his name? Stephen A. Smith, bro, would be crazy.
I don't like Stephen A. Smith though. I don't like Stephen A. Smith.
I think the arguments on live TV in the morning will be great. They know they'll provide great content. I think if you want to do it from a rating perspective, it'll be crazy because those two are really into they shit. So just imagine them two heads in one room. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Stephen A. Smith because it seemed like he had a good dynamic when him and Skip were there, but it's like he took a complete 180 once Skip left. Like a lot of views that he liked, all of a sudden it's like they went up to him like, hey, you got to be the villain of the show. You have to be the antagonist. So therefore, Skip was a Giants fan. I mean, not Skip, I'm sorry. Stephen A. Smith was a Giants fan for the longest. Then next Skip leaves, all of a sudden he's a Pittsburgh fan and he hates the Giants because Max and Molly are Giants fans. They didn't want to make it a whole Giants channel. He was a big supporter of LeBron. All of a sudden he's not a supporter of LeBron. So it's like, did you just sell out for the money?
I think it's the narrative, to be honest, in sports. I don't know that because there's other conversations about sports that I don't know how YouTube is with the guy. Well, certain things that you can't say, but for the most part with sport, I think it's all about narratives because, like you said, how you're a fan of such and such, and then the next day you're not. You just buy it. I think it's all about the narrative and probably stuff they probably tell them before they go on air. Oh, this is what you're gonna talk about today. You're going to be against LeBron. He's going to be with LeBron, but you don't keep talking shit LeBron. He's not. So, you know what I mean? I feel like that's how they might probably do it because you can't be a fan of somebody one day and then switch up the next day talking about, oh, he's trash. When you know damn well LeBron has 90-plus career game-tying or go-ahead field goals. Like, come on, cut it out.
You know what analyst I actually respect a lot is probably Buster Olney. Because Buster Olney is a Red Sox fan, but he keeps it real when it comes to the Yankees. He doesn't just hate on the Yankees. He's a known Red Sox fan, but he keeps it real
Chris Broussard is another one.
Chris Broussard is another one as well. So I mean, like I said, I think things are transitioning to YouTube, and fans flock to guys like Max. Man, Max is the man. Yeah, his channel is legit. Everybody should make sure to like and subscribe to Max Coverage.
Yep, appreciate you, man. Hey, appreciate you, Adrian.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna take one more call because it's my dog Jonathan backstage, but we're gonna take one more and then me and the Ace are gonna head out of here. But I appreciate you,
Adrian.
Bro.
Of course, and then congrats to your 500, my bro.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that, man.
Hell yeah!
Yes,
all right,
take
man.
it easy, guys.
You too. What up?
Yo,
my guy.
Yo. Hello.
What up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. What's up, Sosa?
Good.
Oh, what's good, man? What's up, Max? Ace, Max, what's up with them shots, man? Max was getting lit on Friday night.
That's what he does, man.
That.
Dude, you can't get that on ESPN.
Nah, man, it was dope. I was like, I had a party going on. Like, oh man, I'm about to bring my shots ready, get drunk ready in my car too.
Is this Mr. D right here?
Huh?
Is this? Oh, no, your name is John. No. Oh, okay, got you.
That is Jonathan. Yeah, bro. I try to do it like once a week because it's like, I don't know, it's fun, man. Just weekend turning up, and we'll be doing it this weekend. Orioles. I probably won't be turning up too much. I actually have a party Saturday night after the stream. It's my boy's birthday party. It's a 90s theme party. So I got my outfit and everything ready for that.
What are you wearing?
I can't tell you.
Yeah, make sure you take pictures and put it on the community tab.
Yeah, I will. But yeah, bro. I know that was your first time being in there, but man, we be turning up sometimes, man.
That's what's up, bro. It's getting the week started. You need good vibes like that, bro.
I know. Hey, so what are you happy about this Royal series? I know we swept them.
Yeah, bro. Well, like I was telling you, I went to the game on Monday. Well, first of all, bro, Sunday, that shit still hurts. That Sunday loss versus
Oh
the
my
Rockies,
God.
that was gut wrenching. And then I went to the game on Monday. That was when they didn't the big old why they didn't walk Otani thing happen. I went pissed off home. I was like, I'm just not gonna go to the game on Tuesday. They lost again. Wednesday, I went back just with my son and not with my wife, and again lost. I'm like, geez, this team, bro. But I'm not gonna be one of these fraud fans, bro. That's just gonna give up on their team. This is baseball, they're gonna lose, they're gonna win, So I'm like, you know what? At this point, we suck right now. We suck, and now we're on a 3-game winning streak. Even though it's against Kansas City, I'll take it. It could be much worse. We could have lost the series two games to 1 or something like that.
Can you imagine if we would have lost that series in Kansas City? Ooh.
I mean, that's what we were saying. Imagine if we get swept by the Angels. Imagine if we would have lost the series versus the Rockies, which we did. So at this point, I was already like, man, if we come in and lose this series, like, it is what it is. But now we won, bro. So we're in a cool little winning streak. Rizzo homered already. I mean, let me tell you guys something, man. I don't know if you guys seen Drake spotted with a Yankee jersey.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, so that's why we've been losing.
That's why. That's the one right there.
We got the Drake curse.
We're going all the way now. We're winning the World Series now.
Oh man.
Man. But we look good. I was gonna tell you guys, like I was telling you the other day, Max, I'm a big Michael K show listener, and they had A-Rod on Friday, and he had a really good points. He said that why doesn't the Yankees bring on legends like Reggie Jackson, or what was that other legends, just old school players back to the bench so he could talk to the guys, get them motivated. And they're right. And sure enough, in the morning, I seen them sign Andy Pettit. I was like, hey, probably they're listening. So that's good right there too. Also, another thing he said was that this thing that Brian Cashman is doing, the analytics things for over 10 plus years, is not working. And if it's not working after this year, Hal needs to put a stop into it. In other words, saying that's it. If this shit is not working, you got to do something about Cashman. Either Cashman changes or something needs to change. And in other words, A-Rod was just saying, like, you know what? You guys got to fire people out here. And I remember you guys told me like 2 weeks ago, like that Nick Swisher, that shit, it got stuck in my head. The next Swisher being the hitting coach or at least a bench coach or something. That would be really great for these guys right there. You guys motivated and everything. But I mean, yeah, man, like I said, I think Brian Cashman, his back is against the wall. He needs to do really smart moves. And like I said, I can't wait for this trade deadline. What are the results, man?
Yeah, I think the Yankees need to do something, definitely. Like switch up the organization because, like you said, it's not working. Bring in some of the guys. It's just my biggest thing is this. Hal Steinbrenner's a businessman, which I understand. But don't you think winning is good for business?
Yeah.
The Yankees added the patch, which we were all against, but we're undefeated since wearing the patch. Couldn't go this whole show without saying that.
Star insurance.
The patches work. The patches worked, Max. We're undefeated.
Yeah.
But considering that this is a business, winning is the best thing that you can sell. So I got a little bit of background in marketing and sales. I can sell winning. Like, dude, we're the New York Yankees. We just won a championship. Don't you want to, buy into this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, A-Rod was saying it. A-Rod is a huge fan of the analytics, but our analytics just isn't working.
Yeah.
The other teams are, like the Rays. Well, the Rays are in a downspin right now, but the Rays, the Orioles, the Astros, their analytics won them a championship last year, but it's just our analytics aren't working.
Yeah, man. So everyone, I'm sorry about that. Everyone keeps pointing the finger at Boone. Boom, get Boone out. Like I told you through the comments last time, Max. I think the last bad mistake that Boone did was not walking Otani on Monday. That's it. Other than that, I mean, he can't get on the plate and hit for all these guys. Of course, these are the guys that he's working with. Like, so, I mean, this is, I'm pretty sure, I mean, everyone is going to fail.
But, and Jonathan, do you know who's playing in the outfield today?
I didn't really. Who was
Billy
it?
McKinney and Jake Bowers with Bader.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, come on, like that's the guys that we're working with right now. So Boone is doing what he can. There is some when Boone does something stupid, I call it out. Like I didn't agree with him taking out Cole in 99 pitches.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought the last.
So that's when I was like, "What are you doing?" You know, like this is your ace. You have to roll with him. You know, he's not like he's over 100 pitches, dude. You're paying this man a lot of money. He's the one guy that you can throw out there and he can give you 115 to 120 pitches a night when he rolls out there. That's a Boone mistake, but it wasn't a mistake because Peralta came in and got the last 2 outs. But what if Peralta would have came in and gave up 2 runs, and then everybody would be thrashing Boone again and calling for his head?
That's true, and that's another thing that Kay said too on the show. He said, "What's up with not leaving the pitchers in? No more than 80 pitches. Last time, Herman 74 pitches and he was out. Eventually, they lost the game versus the Rockies. I mean, these pitchers are getting paid, especially Cole, top money to pitch 120, 115 pitches. I mean, I'm not saying go the distance, but I say about 195 or 110 the most, because we are gonna need him for October. Keep him at that range. But if you're like at 80, 70, geez. I mean, look at Nolan Ryan. This guy lasted over 20, 30 years pitching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and he also pulled Schmidt. Let me bring up the notes. He pulled Schmidt at like 64 pitches.
Today? Oh, today?
No, this was on
No, it wasn't today. What today was
this was on Friday. So he had Friday, Schmidt gave us 5 in a 2/3 inning. He gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He allowed 1 homer, but then they pulled him at 64 pitches.
Yeah, man.
When they pulled him, they had runners on the corners and 2 outs.
Do you guys think that comes from Boone or from upstairs?
That's definitely on probably Boone and, Matt Blake and probably the analytic department for the pitching, because I don't know if they thought he was laboring. But like I said, man, his pitch count was low, 64 almost in the through 6 innings. That would have been the perfect night to give our bullpen like a rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they had runners on the corners, 2 outs. Did they see something like, okay, we don't want to risk this guy giving up a 3-run shot, But I didn't think Schmidt looked terrible, that outing. That was another like head scratcher. But like the bullpen is gonna just get worn out if he
getting cooked.
And I was telling Ace, we haven't had a pitcher pitch a starter go to the 8th freaking inning. All these guys are
game.
Yeah, all these guys are giving us 5.2 innings, 6.1 inning. It's like they haven't gone deep.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Also, another thing I had. What you guys think about? I mean, sending Frenchie Cordero down. This guy was hitting home runs every other day, and now you send him down for Greg Allen. I mean, I know you need the speed, but this guy was already starting to get a little hot. Don't you guys think so? He's getting the Andujar treatment.
I think it's because Greg Allen. He's a true outfielder.
And it's because Frenchie has options and Greg Allen doesn't.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
So if you send Greg Allen down, he's got to pass through waivers for you just to get back on your team.
Oh, that makes more sense then.
So,
yeah, but someone's gonna have to go down if Judge comes back. Somebody else is gonna have to go down.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the batting practice? Judge and Weisiger session they had. You think they look good?
I think they look fine. 16 pitches. Judge fouled off 5 of them. Like I was telling the Ace, he didn't look like he was in pain. He looked comfortable in there, and that's all we wanted to see. His swings looked good, and they were like zooming in on his feet, to make sure it looked all normal, man. And I'm excited to see Loaiza come back as well.
Yeah.
He'll be a good arm for us too. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, and then we can send down Abreu or Nick Ramirez, and our bullpen gets that much better. Because those 2 guys are just.
Yeah, you got a couple of guys that are coming back. Nestor Luis Hill, that's a little sleeper too. That's already pitching. Luis Hill, obviously Judge and Loaiza. But I think we shouldn't rush Judge back. People was already calling in saying, "Oh, probably next," or they were asking you, Max, what you think? Probably next week, or I mean, I say relax. Like I say, if he's cool right now, we should bring him probably mid-August. You know, you
I
have
was saying mid-August. Yeah.
mid-August, right? Yeah, you have half of a month to start getting on a roll. Come September, hopefully it gets back to normal. Come October, we're on a roll already, and we're off.
And I'm crossing my fingers because I'm going to see the Yankees August 26th playing the Rays in Tampa, and I'm like, please, Judge, please be in the
Hey
lineup.
Max, you stay in Florida or New York?
Yeah, I stay in Florida.
Oh, what about you, Ace?
I'm in VA.
Oh, okay.
I'm from New York City, but I'm in VA.
Oh, all right, cool. So we're all around. We're in the south,
Yeah, we
east,
all
and
around.
west.
Yeah,
man.
you're in Cali, and I was like, oh, you're at the game, so I was like, Jonathan's our sideline reporter for the night.
Yeah, yeah, man.
And I was like, damn, he just witnessed that Ohtani home run. I know he was like, fuck.
Yeah,
If the Yankees win the World Series, we got to make a conscious effort that everybody go to the parade.
oh yeah, bro. That's hey
That would
man.
be
Hopefully
fire.
God is listening to you, man. But yeah, man, I'll for sure I'll be there, bro.
And I'll get an Airbnb somewhere and link
There we
up
go. I got family I
And
can
party.
stay with, so there we go. Yeah.
and party.
So
Are you
you hear
originally-
that? We're all going to Max's Airbnb to party, is what I'm hearing.
That's what's
All
up, man.
4,000 subscribers, you're all welcomed.
Get
You gotta be
lit like
21
on
and up.
Friday.
There
You
you
gotta be 21 and up.
Hey man, are you Max? Are you originally from New York?
My mom is. My mom's side of the family is from New York.
Okay,
But
because
she just
I was
moved down
born
here.
in LA, but I was obviously raised watching, Jeter and all those guys, and ever since good times or bad times, like I said, I'm a diehard Yankee fan, and I hate when people are like, "Oh, well, you're a fraud. You're not even from New York." I'm like, bro, but
Yeah.
I watched 162 games. I seen the Yankees suck since 2007 or 2014, and then I'm still there. Now I'm not a fraud like that. Like, oh,
No.
why ain't you a Dodger fan? I'm like, bro, get
Yeah.
out of here. Ain't no one gonna go for those chokers.
Yeah.
Yankees, Lakers, and Cowboys all travel very well.
Ah, you're almost there, Ace. I'm a Yankees, Lakers, Atlanta Falcons fan.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, don't be a Cowboy. I got a buddy who's a Yankee and a Cowboy fan. He gets so much crap. Yeah, but my brother, he was actually at the game today. I have a brother who lives in New York still, and he was on Facebook posting. I was like, you mother, like,
Yeah,
and he's like texting me. He was texting me the other day. He was like, yeah, man, I wish you were up here. I was like, dude, because he actually went to a Rodon rehab game in Single A.
Oh,
My brother did. So it was pretty dope.
When is your game, Max?
Huh?
When is the game
August
you're going
26th.
to? Okay,
Saturdays.
so next month. Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's actually a Carl Crawford bobblehead night for so that's gonna be cool if I can get that, even though I'm not a Rays fan, but I got like a sports bar. I got a memorabilia spot for some cool stuff like that.
Do you guys have any updates on Ohtani? Anything changes you think, or still?
No, I just don't think they'll trade him because after they swept us, they probably think, oh, we might have a shot to still make the playoffs.
Yeah,
especially with Trout coming back.
The only thing I'm keeping up with Ohtani is just making sure he's not on the home run record to beat Judge.
Oh, he just hit a home run today too.
Yeah, but he went 4 games without one though, so that was good.
Dang. Yeah. Right.
But, all right, Jonathan, I appreciate you calling in. We're about to end the show.
Sounds good, fellas. Keep up
but
the
I appreciate you, bro.
Talk to you guys next Sunday. Go Yankees.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. All right.
So,
Jim.
Oh, go ahead. Jim's calling.
Yeah, no, Jim, I was going to let him know that was the last call because, we went over. It was supposed to be an hour and a half. It's 2 hours now. So next week, Jim, I promise, call in. You'll be the first caller. But
we'll probably doing it earlier.
Like I said, yeah, we're going to do it probably before the game on Sunday because the game's on Sunday night, baseball. So we'll probably be doing it around like 4:30 or 5, and then we'll just roll into the game. But appreciate you, my guy, And so what game do you want to call?
Tuesday.
All right, we'll do so the Ace and I will be linking up. We'll do the game on Tuesday, and I can set up. It'll be on your page, my page. Cool. So yeah, bro. So
I did donate 2 gifts though, so I need.
You did? I can't see it on
to Bill and who was the other one? Oh, Mark Speed got him.
Because I was like, I can't see it on StreamYard.
That's why Dr. Van kept putting. Yeah, you can't see the emojis on StreamYard. It just shows up as Max2 on StreamYard.
Oh,
Dr. Van with the emoji. So can I get a
Yeah. That's another thing on streaming. I can't pop confetti.
Yeah. Let me tell you this, Bill, dude, I've gifted this dude so many. It just keeps going
months
to him
in a row.
Yeah, he hasn't won yet. Like, he's got the good luck because out of all your subscribers, that it keeps going to him.
I think it's him and Terry for you, like, who keep getting it.
Yeah, Terry's gotten it a couple times, but Bill, this is like the 5th time that Bill's gotten it. I'm like, damn, Bill's lucky.
Well, welcome back to the squad. Appreciate you, bro. That sucks. I don't know why on like the comment section doesn't even say like you gifted anything either.
Oh no, it comes up in the comment section as a sponsor. I was reading it.
Yeah.
When it says Bill just became a sponsor, that means it's a gift.
That's from you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, damn, bro. I appreciate you.
Oh, no problem, man. Everybody gets a gift as long as you make sure you hit that allow gifts on Max's channel.
The Ace Winfrey.
The monthly stream will be soon, right? Soon.
Mr. says the Ace does shots on Tuesday. No, I can't be doing that on Tuesday. I got work the next morning. But all right, bro. Appreciate you. Another episode down. We are officially a month in now, bro.
Let's go. Clap it up for us and clap it up for you guys, man. You guys are the best. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. It's always love, peace, chicken grease on Max Coverage TV and the Ace Avenue. And hey, let them know where to find you at before we head out, though.
You can find me at the Ace Avenue. I'll drop the link down below. I just hit over 500 subscribers. We are officially eligible for monetization, guys. Like I said, you can check me out for year-round New York Yankee play-by-play like Max. New York football content. Also, go check out my movie channel where I do reviews, reactions, and rankings to all of my favorite movies. I just did the Barbie review. The Oppenheimer one we'll be working on tonight. Should be out by tomorrow.
I'm definitely going to watch that, bro. All right, man. I appreciate you. Go Yankees, and we will all see you Tuesday for the game. Peace.